5 minutes. About 5 minutes. So get your coffee now, and we'll get started in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so they've been swiping it for 5 years. I was ready. He's going to about like this. That's so flexible. Say whatever. He's on the rest of the day. Sound box. Yeah. It's like I got sell at least. I got sell. Sorry. That's how it is. Give me what I'm here for. Yeah. He's a group is true. That's a different story. It's a garage. It's done. Yeah. It's just. Mine's a lot sweeter. Still takes some time, but is that I told the guy I like to be helping somebody's my office. As opposed to so of course, I don't have to worry about any of that. If I just have to worry about maintenance, yeah, that's almost hard for me to be. I know what's wrong. I can fix it. I'm curious. You know that flat part of the toilet? It comes up and then it doesn't come back down. That's just. I have the whole thing sitting there. I'll bet you $1,000. And I was sitting states for that. I was like, no, you said $1,000. The one in my main bath, it's vibrating like terrace. It's just like it's easy. Okay. If you're, I'm not that good. So you get $1,000 right now. I didn't know what was going on. I changed the apparatus and had my own service. Granted, swap on before that. Sometimes you get lucky when you do it yourself and say, yeah. I don't know. Usually there's a pound, so I'm guessing it's water loss. I bet it sounds like shit again. You gotta have to yeah. Then you get close. I see toilet. It's all this. So I think that. It's a good news. So just a little bit more. That's just 3 to 5 minutes. People think that you can have nothing. It's like, yeah, that's why, yeah. It's a good it's not so popular. About take care of it. It's not the creates. It's creates. So that it's just getting a whole put it in the that's where you can tell those time short. People we only have a certain amount of time. I'm talking about 3 That's the okay. The person is finding like you got the wrong and you get us. It's 20 able to see the presentation like on the smaller. I knew you were kidding, but I still had to check. I think that technically I have to go to I think Is it? I just got it. I'm gonna have a like Milton in a PA. And we also just about that to get up this.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin, so please take your seats. We'll start in just 1 minute. 1 minute, become free.
Yeah. What's up? I tell you. I'm like, one of those things where it's like, oh, please, I'm time. Yeah, okay, me too. Hold on. BK, there's the clicker. Yeah. You need it? We want to make sure it works for this. Once I get back into the room. Is it on? All right, there's the video. I just need to know how much video is.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 1 Million Cops. How's everyone doing this morning? Awesome. Love to hear it. My name is PJ Jacobs. I'll be your host this morning, taking you through our event today. We've got, so many QR codes. I hope you love QR codes because you're going to see so many of them. Modern art, right? So if you want to scan, you can follow us. You can stream us live. If you want to present as well, these guys will do the job. They'll come back later, so don't worry if you haven't scanned them yet. All right. We're going to take a second and give you a chance to get connected. If you're talking to someone that's new, you haven't met before, take a second, get your phones out, follow them on social media, or find a way to find their Google business and leave a review for them. This whole thing's about connecting and lifting each other up, and that's the whole goal. There's an iPad going around. Matthew's got it somewhere. Please take the time and check in for us. It's how we know we've got this many people in the room, and we can keep our corporate overlords happy with numbers. About 1 million cups. So right now, all across the United States of America, there are over 160 communities doing what we're doing. So if you're ever out and about in the world, Florida, for example, they've got it down there. California, way over there. There's so many 1 million cups all over the country. So if you're not in Detroit, there's even one in Ann Arbor. You can go check that one out as well. They're always a good time. Please be kind. Here's a little mothering for you all. When we're done, throw your trash away, like the big kids you are. There's a tip jar. Is that a bit? Is there a tip jar by the coffee stand? Nope, that's a bit. All right, never mind. Moving on. Our partners. Oh, we couldn't do this without our partners. We can barely do this without ourselves. So first, a round of applause for Incubizo, this beautiful space that we can tell you everyone's in. If you see a blur with a beard, that's Josh. He runs this thing, and he's always around to help. Oakland Thrive is one of our main sponsors, as well as the Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber of Commerce. And PMP Photography, you'll see David around there with the camera. Smile Pretty Form, and all of this appears online, and you can get those pictures later on from him. Who's in the room? Awesome. Well, I'm here, and you're here, but who are we? How many people are here for the very first time? Raise your hand, please. Well, thank you for joining us. How many people have presented in the past and have returned to come see what other people are saying? Right, thank you for coming back. It's all about community. Everything is if you're doing it right. And then lastly, it takes a team of volunteers to put this up every Wednesday. If you're one of our volunteers, would you raise your hand? And that is our team that makes this happen. All right, every week we have a coffee sponsor, someone that provides the coffee and bagels and cookies and donuts and lots of stuff this morning. If you want to be a coffee sponsor, it costs about $150. You bring in some coffee, you bring in some food, and then you can come up and talk all about your business, and you're allowed to pitch, which later in the day you're not allowed to do. But if you're the coffee sponsor, that's your superpower. All right. Email DetroitMetro at 1millioncups.com if you want to learn more. All right, our coffee sponsor this morning is from Fifth Third Bank. I learned both of their names earlier, and I've completely forgotten them in 30 seconds. I apologize. Lindsay and Marina. Lindsay and Marina. So here are Lindsay and Marina from Fifth Third Bank.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Well, my name is Marina. I'm a branch manager at the Full Miami Road, Woodward, actually. More. Okay, good. Great. All right. For those who didn't hear me, my name is Marina. I'm a branch manager at 12 and Woodward, out of the Royal Oak. So I've been with Fifth Third for about 7 years. I've been in banking customer service for over 12. One of the things that I love doing is working with our small business clients, getting to meet people, networking, and going out in the community and being part of the community.
I'm Lindsay. I'm a personal banker over at the other Royal Oak location on Main Street in Lincoln. I've been with the company almost 3 years now and really get to grow into the business role and learn more about it. And I have been loving talking to small businesses and how we can help you guys grow from the ground up.
All right, so the first page, obviously 53.com. You guys will get everything that you need in there. It's a one-stop shop. No matter what you need, you have everything in there. And then that's where we come in play. Whenever you guys have questions, you want to apply and see what we can do for you.
And then just to kind of briefly go over some of our checking accounts that we offer for all of our businesses. The one I really want to highlight is our basic business checking. As you can see, there's $0 monthly service charge and a $0 minimum balance required to the account, and several others that we have. As your business grows, we offer more options for you. Here's a good chart comparing them. Our Fifth Third basic business checking, it's our straightforward account that offers a variety of benefits and online tools to track your finances and make payments, transfer funds. Our premium checking, this account helps reward businesses with a more moderate transaction volume and can help you if you need a payment processing system. Our lead checking is for our larger businesses with a higher transaction volume and advanced cash management solutions, and it's all included at no additional cost to you. So
one cool thing about us is that we are a relationship bank. We love building the relationships with our customers, and one of those comes business lending as well. So on this chart, you'll see a wide variety of what we have to offer for our customers, depending on what stage of your business cycle you are. We're there for you, and we love helping customers. So the next one is obviously we do offer both conventional and SBA. So depending on where you're at, there's a list of documents. So if you're looking 18 months in business or greater, it has those requirements. It's a simple line of credit that we can get you and make sure that we get you started with what you need and get you into the next step. And then if you've been less than 18 months or a startup, it would be a term loan and it requires those. So you guys can always take pictures or come and talk to us later after this as well. And then obviously that's where we have the business with expansion goals, which you can utilize through SBA or acquisition, anything over 250. And that's where our partner dynamic comes in play as well. It's on the back there. Yes. So again, if you guys have any questions, we're here for you at the end. And we have business cards, and we do have some welcome kits in there as well that you guys can grab for your needs. And then obviously we just want to make sure. So one of the things that we always hear from clients is making sure, like, especially if they get declined for a certain loan, we want to make sure that your information is accurate across all channels, making sure that you're building your business credit as well. So on the side, on the blue side there, we have some of the things that we would be looking at as far as like your small business whenever you're trying to apply for a loan. So making sure that you're telling your story and everything that you provide us, it actually tells the story. So be proud of what you have to tell us, and by showing whether it's through the documents such as the tax documents, or whether it's through your website, such as like your social media or the website that you have built for your business. And then here we have our information. So if you want to email us, like I said, we are here every week as well. So if you guys ever need us, please feel free to contact us and share the business cards. So
Thank you so much.
thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your expertise and for your caffeine. All right, so next up we have our first presenter of the day, and here's how this is going to work. We have two presenters. Each will come up. They'll tell you a little bit about their business, what they've tried, what they need help with, and then when we're done, we will have guests line up to offer feedback based on what help they're looking for. So if you'll see it on the slides, what questions they have, and if you in your world of work can help them out, come on up afterwards and help them out. So part one is the presentation. So please welcome to the stage Dr. Elizabeth Kingshot, Harry, APT, Cert, MDT.
Hello, everyone. I am a physical therapist. Before I go on to the next slide, so I am Cert MDT. What that means is I spent a lot of extra time really trying to dive into, oh, my goodness gracious. I'm one of 20 PTs in the state of Michigan that am certified to really address spinal pain specifically. Our physical therapy in the outpatient setting is really, truly broken. It's been leading to mediocre results and burnout for PTs and poor outcomes for patients for a long time now. If you were to go to any therapy company, your success rate of getting out of pain is 45%, which means you have a better chance of still being in pain than actually feeling better. With the way that we treat, our success rate is 95%. And we do that by focusing on the individual. We spend 75 minutes one person. You see the same therapist every single time, so the therapist knows exactly what is happening with you to get those best results. So if we could play that. Cool. So this is what a typical hospital to be. This is what a typical evaluation looks like. This is sped up, but it runs through. We check your baselines, determine where the limitation is. For this individual specifically, he was having pain, and then that showed up as right arm weakness, significant weakness. He was having trouble sleeping. He went to the chiropractor. He did a lot of other things before he came to us. So this chart on here shows you kind of what we were talking about, is what the immediate difference is between how we operate here at Spinal Haven versus just any PT out there. So there's the marketed difference of strength on the right and left side. A typical plan of care for a PT anywhere is typically as you come in 2-3 times a week, rinse and repeat, do the same exercises. On average, people are coming in 25 to 30 times. At Spinal Haven, you're out of pain within the first 3 sessions. And then the remaining sessions are really just stabilizing, supporting everything that we found, determining why that happened in the first place, to prevent it from happening again. Because back pain, neck pain, spinal pain is very cyclical if it's not addressed to the root cause. And that's where normal PT stops. Multiple, usually in outpatient, you're being seen by 2 to 3 people at the same time as you. Which means you get 10 minutes of actual PT time, where with us, we can do driving, then we do cupping, and we get, that's all 60 to 75 minutes, all one-on-one. But that is after. And that was after 15 minutes of that immediate strength. He was out of pain completely. Now he is then sent home with immediate exercises on how to resolve that. He hasn't needed to come back. but 15 minutes. Okay. Okay. Um, so my biggest challenge I've been finding is one, people knowing that I exist. I am a single practice owner right now. And so I was running Facebook ads a ton, and it was putting me in front of a lot of people who were from like very financially dependent households. It was just putting me in front of whoever was scrolling and clicking on it. So people who were like on Medicaid, on transportation, and on very fixed income, just totally realistic. And just people knowing that difference between what just going to another insurance PT mill looks like versus that change that we can actually get them. So what I've tried, I've done Facebook ads. This has been my absolute worst ROI. I've been doing workshops specifically at gyms, wellness events from the community. What that's looked like is like with Oak Park specifically. I did an event helping out their employees of Oak Park, providing free services. Met with a bunch of different chambers, trying to reach out to different HR groups and like get this as like a service that's offered to their employees. That has gotten me nowhere. And then contacting owners of different physical labor businesses, construction, movers that are on like 1099, so W-2 employees, and them being out of work is very important to them to stay on the job. I have a meeting with the IUW in August to get added to their benefits.
Nice. Good for you.
But so with Facebook, I spent like $5,000 on ads to get 3 patients that just completely only covered ad spend and hasn't been able to allow me to scale and grow. The leads I have coming from all of my other organic marketing has been the best. They've been actively referring me other people already. I've only been with since January. So that's been the biggest area that I've been able to get into is like once people meet me, see the difference, they're like, okay, this makes sense. You're not just selling snake oil and you can actually help me because everybody claims they can help back pain and it's just so poorly treated. So that's what's worked the best for me. So I guess really what I'm here today is to ask like what other like organic markets exist where my ideal client lives, people who have the capital, who are limited by pain, are like maybe still working, want to optimize or just stay on the job and actually get it taken care of completely. Are there any different marketing strategies I could be doing to attract the attention of these specific individuals and not just throwing a blanket across all of Detroit, hoping the right person finds it? Or any connections to either contractors, like physical laboring businesses, where I could go in and do a free spinal workshop and just give them the immediate tools to prevent injury and keep their guys on the job as they are starting to go into the busy laboring season. That's my business.
Excellent. Oh, excellent job. Thanks, louder. So if you think you can help the good doctor out, come on over by the foodstuffs and get in line, and you can come up and share your experience. I have a question for you. Do you take insurance? Because you referred to them as insurance bills.
I'm out of network with insurance.
Okay.
To allow me to do those 75-minute one-on-one treatments and do what needs to get people better. People can get reimbursed. Blue Cross Blue Shield reimburses about 80%. Medicare Advantage plans reimburse 100%. So it's just a matter of paying up front and then getting that submitted.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right, we got all the people.
Hi, Jill with Maxborough Realty. What I was gonna say is, since you're new, it's gonna take time and word of mouth is so important. I would get referrals from your positive clients and use those. Use those on social media. Start just getting, I mean, it's not always comfortable to do it that way, but that's how people learn of it and share it with others. And you just gotta, even though you're new, you gotta keep putting the word out there like you're not, so that you have things going on all the time, and you'll be surprised. People are going to say, "Oh my God, you're so busy. You have so many clients." And it could be the same client that you're regurgitating their experience multiple times. But definitely get their feedback. Good luck.
Hello, Dr. Daryl with Personal Marketing. Have you ever completed an ICP or an ideal client profile?
I just think I claw.
Okay, AI is totally good. tap into more of your values? Because I hear you saying how people should treat chiropractic practice as more sacred, more intentional, and just more ethical. Maybe tap into that on social media a little bit more. Have fun on social media a little bit more. I see you on TikTok, and the last post was March. There's potential here because it seems like you have a pretty extroverted, outgoing personality. Maybe there can it's it's cool to make funny reels because it goes around, people like it, and it can turn into conversion. It's all about the like, know, and trust factor. What chiropractic is not showing a skeleton, half folded, something like that, and then going into there's all kinds of things you can do. Maybe getting some swag that has your logo on it and start branding a little bit more. I see that you are in the community, which is already good. Show your customer's face more. Like, I want to hear from that guy more, I want to hear his voice. I want to see, is he actually standing up straight? Why didn't he come back to your practice? Hearing more from your audience.
It's my brother-in-law, that's why.
That's perfect. So get him, because you have this close connection, get him to talk to your audience that you serve, not the people you're not looking for. There's also so much to do just in that silo. But yes, thank you, doctor. I wish you the best.
Hello there. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Melissa McClary Davis. We chatted briefly, but we didn't really get into anything that I do. But I work in marketing, and I echo everything he says. He always says great things. I would wrap it all into a plan. Do you have a marketing plan that you know what you're going to do for the next 12 weeks? Or you have something planned for Q4? Do you have like a plan?
I have no plan. I made a social media schedule, but
Okay, so I would start with that. I mean, $5,000 on Meta. Yes, you learn, unfortunately. A lot of people do. You learn the hard way, but you guess what? You got some good data out of there. You realize that may not be the spot for you. So take that lesson and kind of learn from there. But I definitely would recommend that. I would have gone a different path. But if you create like a strategy, you have your person, your ICP, delve into them more deeper. Make sure you know like where they go for coffee. You want to get so deep into that contractor laborer, so that way that's where you need to be. And then you want to create a marketing plan around it, which includes your social, your content that you're doing. It's a strong content strategy. So you're not throwing things out there and just seeing what sticks. And it all leads to revenue, because that's why we're here, is revenue. So creating that plan that always leads to revenue. Suggestions. So reach out to me. I know we'll connect afterwards, and I'll give you my information.
yeah, thank you.
All right, good morning, Adam Bernard. Two thoughts. Have you reached out to athletic clubs? I know you mentioned gyms, but it occurs to me an athletic club, I have a friend actually who's got to stop playing tennis after injuring himself 3 times. But people at athletic clubs, if they could already afford a membership to that, they need the capital, because they're already willing to pay money to stay healthy and active. So that might be an opportunity to do a demo or a poster or something like that. The other thing I thought is, how many people here play pickleball? My sister-in-law is big time into pickleball. And again, you've got a group of folks, often not super young, more likely to get injured, but interested in staying active. And I suspect there's probably pickleball leagues in the area. And that any kind of adult athletic league might be an opportunity for you to showcase your capabilities. Right, good luck.
Thank you.
Blessings and prosperity, Milton Putman. Have you done a demographics analysis? Like, who are your target demographics? Do you know who they are?
Anybody who has pain in their spine from ages 18 to 65 that's working.
Yeah,
It's a huge range. I see tons of people. I see laborers, I see active people who do yoga, I see
you see how like
I see retired people that just want
that's
optimize.
like basic. Yeah.
It's huge.
So, but you want to know like who specifically you can help. So like,
All of them.
I know you're saying all of them, but it hurts the conversation when you're trying to get a client. like, because you honestly can't help all of them. So you either want to look at B2C, you want to look at B2B, B2G, what type of B2C, B2G, B2G. So then you can laser focus on those clients, and instead of going this way, you can go vertical. So if you're looking at B2G, you can get in government contracts. If you're looking at B2B, you can just look at corporate corporations or schools. You see how it's now narrowing down. And if you're looking at B2C, you can say elder, or you can say you. So then now you can identify where you need to be for your business to grow. Uh, Another thing, you have a capability statement, a one page. You have those things?
That is.
Oh, okay. So one pager is basically like an overview of your business. You have like your headshot, what you do, the service that you provide. And sometimes when you're talking to people, you need something tangible because they don't know you. But if you have something tangible and show your past experiences and what you have done with someone else, then now they can be like, okay, you're credible. And if you're working with a corporation or a government contract, that's make you more credible than you just walking out by yourself. So we can talk more about that, and I can kind of give you some steps, some practical steps on how to build those things. So,
Thank you.
Hello. Juwan Buford, business development entrepreneur. And what I want to be is a little bit more surgical, right? So I was thinking to myself, I was listening to you. If I was a salesperson working for you, what would I focus on? I can tell you what raised my eyebrows is that percentage rate of success that you have going on in your practice. That's huge. The other thing that I'm thinking about is if I was working for your company, I would target individuals where the need is more acute. I know you can serve everybody, but then there are those individuals who need your services, right? And they're willing to pay top dollar. So it may sound a little bit unconventional, but you have a lot of people who work in the salon and barbering industry. And I'm talking about high-end places where they have carpal tunnel, they're having back problems. They need to be able to stand upright and do the work, right? I started thinking about, I was actually texting the director of one of the human resource organizations here in the Midwest, just literally while you were talking. I mean, he said to myself, that's someone I would develop a relationship with, right? If you want to go after corporate America, you making those phone calls, I get the feeling it's not your jam, right? But what I would do is I would contact individuals like that who are already having conversations, who are already dealing with HR professionals who can open up doors for you, right? And that'll be a quicker way to get into that space. The other thing that I was thinking about if I were working for you, the other thing I would do is, and another gentleman mentioned it, so I'm not going to go ad nauseum on it, but get a little bit more active, particularly on LinkedIn. On the drive here, ironically enough, I was actually listening to gym enthusiasts and listening to individuals who are in that space, all complaining about health issues they're having. So I'm consuming the content on the way here because I'm a little bit of a getting back to being a gym rat again, right? So that information is showing up on my feed more often. That could benefit you as well. And just understand that when you're dealing with HR, when you're dealing with companies, it's a long-term game, right? You have to develop the relationships first. But you have a phenomenal, like I said, that percentage increase was absolutely incredible. Attorneys, once again, most of the attorneys are earning dollars up in age, right? I would become more surgical in terms of the populations or the demographics that you're taking aim at. So you're not getting people who are just kicking the tires, but getting individuals who actually need what it is that you have and have a disposable income, right? So I know you can serve everybody, but you want to be like Robin Hood, right? You want to go take from the rich so you give back to the poor. And hopefully that makes sense. All right.
Hi, Sabrina from Recharge Strategy. We were speaking earlier. I'm also married to a DPT, so I get like the individual rub. One of the things I was thinking about is as you're looking at like your like kind of what economic group you're aiming to target. There are a lot of folks, and we've had a lot of folks present here who do like wellness markets. And so like all of that world who is going to go towards like the PT before going to like medicinal, like traditional medicine. that might also be a really good target group because that group also tends to have more like disposable income. And so that might also be, a place to do vending at like marketplaces and stuff like that.
I'm gonna be part of the Ferndale Wellness Fair.
Fabulous. Okay, perfect. Great. You're already doing it. And great job on your presentation. You did fantastic. Nice.
Hello, and to both of you. Michelle Armstrong with IgniteSales.ai. And so I have a couple of things, and we had the pleasure of chatting before this, so I'm just going to make it quick here. 2 points. The first one is, as a solopreneur, like many of us in here, you are up against putting yourself against all of us trying to get everybody's attention. So what sets you apart in your industry? People do a lot of surfing. There's a lot of things that fill their feeds. What is going to make you stand out? So you said something that you need. You said, meet me and see the difference. Meet me and see. There is something you can build on. Right now, you need a brand and you need a marketing professional that many have come up here and given you good pieces of wisdom. They really have. And the fact that you've spent money on Meta, you've already invested in what somebody outlined as data. If you're going to spend money on marketing, that data is really important because it can drill down to exactly the ideal client that you're looking for. The other piece of this that you have, so you need to build your brand and set yourself apart. You've already come up with something. Meet me and see the difference. You said that you are one of 5 in the state of Michigan with a certain represent.
1 of 20.
1 of 20. Okay,
Yeah.
I heard that a little differently. All right, so you're 1 of 20. That is an exceptional standout differentiator. You need to build on that. Whoever markets for you, if it's in-house or you outsource it, they need to build on that. That's a big deal. And then finally, you mentioned something about insurance. I don't know if you know this, but you can go to professional benefit insurance providers. Those are the people who work with companies and provide insurance for their employees. And there are typically riders in there that offer supplemental insurance. You can go to them and become someone that they refer, or you could become a business that offers supplemental insurance through them. So if your clients don't have insurance, they could do it. So you have lots of options. So there we go. Good luck to you and congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Hello. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Congratulations and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll be very brief. I'm Curtis from Breakaway Staff Consultants. So what I did when I was sitting in the back, the reason why I was last is that I actually did what's called a hard scan on the website. And based on the needs that you said that you needed and the things that I was able to discover, I'm going to give you a 60-second, very fast consultation, right? So what I did is that based on what you said, I looked at your workflow, right? What your business automations. So based on the time that you said that you needed to onboard your customer, if you were to add that workflow inside of your website, then as your patient comes in, then you already have the paperwork and documentation done, and then you can go into your immediate meeting session. I also noticed that you said that you were 1 of 45 in the state. That is not noted inside of your site correctly. You are missing 76 tags on your page, which is the reason why you're not generating the traffic. Also, did you know that by you saying that you spent the money in that and you did not receive the outcome, Meta does have a SMB marketing dispute usage platform.
Nice.
Where you can go in and you can say, hey, this didn't work out for me. Where's my data to show that you generated the traffic for me for this? They have to produce that for you. If they don't produce that for you in 30 days, you get the money back, or they send you a marketer from Meta that will help you properly organize that strategy for you. That is also for you to do. Also, on your page, you need to also look into adding your SEO tags and your blogging. Okay, so if you add a blog session inside of your website, then what that does is that gives you another page of hashes from your site. I also noticed that you can do what's called insurance affiliated marketing. You can still reach out to these insurance companies to say, hey,
I'm only 45 in the state. I know that you guys have all these people that you send it to, but I just want to be on your affiliate market list
Yeah.
for your social media platforms.
Yeah.
And then that way, when they send someone else who says it's going to be a $200 copay, go talk to one of our affiliate marketers. And then you start hashing on your social media platforms those insurance companies, and then you will draw that traffic organically.
Yeah.
So those are things that I saw. Also, you need to look into the licensed professional companies like the UAW, Trusted Affiliate Market Company.
Yeah.
They have an affiliate market setup that you can also have in your page, and also the journeyman's and carpenters markets.
Yes.
They also have affiliate market setup, and that is specifically for you as a licensed professional and a small business owner. So those are just things that I did as you were sitting there. And also gyms have affiliate marketing and started hashing them. When you showed me the video, you didn't have any hashes in there. You're allowed 5 hashes, and then by you already having a marketing strategy on Facebook that you've already used, you get 25 hashes as opposed to a normal person that makes 5. You always have that. They never take it away from you. So use what you do have. Don't look at it as a bad thing. Meta is your platform. Okay? You paid them. Get your money out of it.
Go.
Okay?
Preach, brother.
Curtis with the heat. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. Before you go, just if there's one piece of advice that you can take and immediately implement, what might that be?
That was a lot.
That's a lot. Holy cow, that was a lot. Because I was asking it, I was like,
I know. There's a lot of things I clearly don't know about marketing and
Yep.
business. So there's all of the marketing stuff of just different ways that I can put my name out there.
awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. All right. All right. Need to see which microphone has battery. It's this one. All right. Let's bring our next presenter up for today. You saw him earlier. He's back with a vengeance. Please welcome. Yeah. All right. Milton, everybody.
Where are you, Milton? Hello.
Here we go. Yeah.
Blessings and prosperity, everyone. CEO and founder of Complete Women's Athletics, Milton Putnam. Who are we? Well, our company is built to empower leaders in their communities to be more resilient and productive in their day. Question that I ask you all is, how many people is going through stress, burnout, anxiety, self-neglect? This is what we help with. Sorry, that is leaking for now.
Bro, it's me.
Oh,
For some reason, it's whatever. Go.
it's not working. Okay, what do? We actually put programs together, whether they're workshops, cohorts, certification programs, and we go into corporations, schools, militaries, local, regional, national, and some of our programs are 8 weeks. We put these programs together to not only identify your hurdles, but giving you practical steps to overcome them. Our biggest challenge right now is that we're seeking to expand our footprint. And who we looking to target, again, is the schools, the corporations, government contract. We have some in those areas, but we are just looking to scale our business at this point. What have we been doing so far? Connecting on LinkedIn. That is one of my best friends when it comes to social media. Sending out a lot of emails, cold calling, specializing programs. Those are some of our biggest things that we've been doing thus far. And what we have learned is that, one, a lot of people don't have the grips around what we actually do. So we actually integrate mental and physical fitness together. A lot of people that you talk to, they only going to talk to you about one side. It's either going to be mental or it's going to be physical. Our philosophy is that you're not going to go anywhere far just working on your mental. You need your body to be a part of it. And then a lot of people just go to the gym. What time are they taking out to work on their mental? So our company actually integrate both of them. We have a lot of people that is actually interested and enthused about the program, but they're not quick to commit. And then one of the biggest things is having the leadership being part of the things that we are implementing. So we look at going from the top to the bottom. If you're a leader of a corporation, your business, your household, but you're expecting everyone else to be mentally engaged, everyone else to be productive, but they're looking at the leader. And a lot of times the leaders are not the ones that are participating in these programs when they should. Then you will be getting more participations from your community. Community health. How can we connect with the local schools, corporations, and military for our programs? What are some strategic strategies that if you are in a service-based business or have worked with service-based business that you can help us with? And who are the people to actually connect with? You know, we have the program directors, the program managers, but we really trying to get connected with those, the buyers and all those guys. This is our impact as of right now. We have done workshops. We have worked with Oakland Thrive, Access Dearborn, the University of Michigan Dearborn, high schools, Hazel Park, DPS, City of Detroit. So we've been impactful in this short length of time. We actually pivot from one business to this business. So I'm actually proud and blessed of where we at today. And this is our contact information. You can actually go to the QR code. The QR code will have my one pager and my capability statement. And then this is the other information here. I thank you all for your time. Again, blessings and prosperity.
All right, so same as last time, if you have some feedback for Milton, come on up over to by the food table, and we'll get talking. Before we do that, Milton, can you, I just have a question, because you say you combine mental and physical at the same time. So in my mind, there's a psychologist running behind you. What does that actually look like?
So, for example, if this was a workshop, we have worksheets. And on the worksheets, you will have like your different stressors or your anxiety, what is having you be in depression right now. You're writing down with these questions. We'll share them if you're open to share them. But then again, we're giving you some practical steps to get over it. So example, for self-neglect, people might think that's anxiety or stress. It could cause those things, but you just simply not looking into your schedule to see where you can find 5-10 minutes for self-healing.
Yeah.
So we help you mentally with that. And then for the second half of the hour, we go through some physical exercise, things that you can do right in 5 or 10 minutes at your workstation at home.
Awesome, that's great, thank you.
Sir.
Come on.
Hello, Mr. Milton. It's been a decade.
Yes, yes.
Congratulations, and I love the perseverance. I love it.
Thank you, thank you.
3 things I was thinking about while I was listening to you.
Mhm.
And it's gonna sound really superficial, but I'm gonna go there anyway. Let's think about the professions and the industries where you're actually required to look good. It's part of your profession.
Right.
The way you show up and the way you appear, right? So let's talk about real estate agents. Let's talk about people who are in direct selling industry. Let's talk about where it's the uniform.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the individuals who are going to be more receptive to your message, more willing to pay a dollar if you can show results.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that immediately, right? Certain investment advising, insurance agents, that is part of their stick, right? People who work in cosmetic industries, the jobs.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was thinking about how those individuals will be receptive to your message, right? The other thing that I don't know,
so I don't want to assume, but you need a minimum viable product. You need something that you can, after you've coached them, after you've given the presentation, I mean, I say you need, I would suggest. After you've coached someone, after you come in and give them the presentation, after you work one-on-one with someone, if you have some type of minimum viable product they can purchase for you. I don't care if it's $5.99 or $19.95, but something that can generate revenues and something you can leave with people, right? You know, real estate agents, what they're really good at is they leave you with these calendars and these pens and these sticky notes. And you may not be looking to buy a home right then and there. When you're ready to buy a home, all your stuff is in your house.
Right.
Well, I would encourage you to consider doing the exact same thing. The other thing is, in terms of your presentation, people don't care about how the sausage is made. They want the sausage. So instead of talking about, yeah, I hear you, and I know you're passionate about this, but talk about the impacts, right? I'm going to make sure you have more energy. I'm going to make sure when you're giving that presentation, you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you have a high sense of self-esteem about yourself. Talk about how your skin will be cleaner. Talk about how your posture will be better, right? You're not walking around with your shoulders tucked in your head down looking like you lack confidence, right? Talk about those things and the impact it'll make, and then quite frankly, connect it to the income. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're feeling good, you're confident in how you go about yourself, got your mind right, got your body right, you're gonna earn more money, right? First impressions mean a lot. So those are some of the things I'm thinking about. Like, I know you don't want to go here because I know you, but be a little bit more superficial, appealing to that superficial desire in business owners, and I think you'll get more traction that way. And hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, appreciate it.
Yes.
Hi, Milton. I'm Denise.
Hey, how you doing, Denise?
I'm good. Now, Milton, it could be that I have a short attention span,
Mhm.
but I don't really know what you do. So I met you for the first time, just you and me,
Yes.
not all these people here. And I asked you, what do you do? What would you say?
Well, what I would say that we empower leaders to be more productive and resilient in their day. And then we'll go into our mental health programs.
Okay, so help me get my brain around that so I can help you. So I got that.
Right.
So what problem do you solve?
So we solve reducing stress, anxiety, and depression in the workplace. That's as the problems that we solve.
Okay, so you're asking us to help you connect with schools, corporations, and military that need this.
Yes.
But again, it's still too vague from my little brain.
Okay.
So
Narrow it
if
down.
you could tighten that and give me a story of someone you've done this for, kind of like before they worked with us, they were over here.
Right.
After they worked with us, they were here. Now my brain can connect that.
Gotcha.
That would be my only suggestion to you. I think you've got something wonderful. I just don't know how to package it or communicate it to someone else. All right?
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good job today.
Thank you, sir.
Mine kind of plays off that. You say you help make these organizations more productive.
Yeah.
I think when you go to them, you need to be, that's going to be the selling point. So how are you making them more productive? What things can you point to say, this is why you're more productive using our program? So I think you need to develop that. If you haven't already, maybe you just didn't share it today. But what exactly makes the company more productive? So when you go and talk to a school, talk to an organization, you say, these are the benefits to the people that we work with, but what are the benefits to me, the organization? How do we become, I'm gonna spend this money. How do we become more productive? Because how does it affect my bottom line? That's what they're gonna care about. Yeah, they probably care about their employees, but they care about the money.
Right.
So how am I gonna be more productive? How are these people working to be, yes, I want them to be happy, I want them to be well, but I want them to be productive. And you say that you make that, I think you just need to have a story that you can tell. This, maybe it's not specific figures, but at least a story you can tell. This is how companies become more productive when they have employees who have better mental and physical needs.
I deeply appreciate it.
Hi, Milton.
How you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Got a lot of notes there.
Yeah, I do. Okay, but I'm only gonna share a couple, okay? You know, when I look at you, this is my first time meeting you. And when I listened to you talk, the first thing that came to mind was discipline. Yeah. Everything about you exudes a discipline. And you are taking your business into a business section, a business, it doesn't really matter what it is, because everybody here has a particular type of discipline that they practice to make money, practice to stay well, and practice to be mindful, okay? You're trying to combine all that. You are taking an executive mindset and applying discipline to it for the last gentleman that was up here, for this purpose of productivity. I'd like to hear you speak more about that discipline and the effects that it has on different C-suite people.
Like that.
So that's really my takeaway. So as far as a brand goes, if you're going to go after executives, they're in leadership roles. Solopreneurs and everyone here, they're trying to do the best they can in the role that they have. They want to elevate their position. And the other gentleman who talked about posture and all the different things that confidence and discipline just naturally produce, you are an advocate and you provide a conduit to make that a natural part of somebody's disposition. Confidence and discipline don't come easy to a lot of people. Again, you exude that. So I think your messaging, if you're going to attract a certain group of people, you're going to want to tap into something that meets their expectations and can elevate them beyond what they already know. Okay? That's what I have.
That's good.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Curtis, again, from Great Oaks Data. You got lucky that I took my medicine, which is a good thing, which is kind of what the services that you offer, right?
Yes.
As someone who is very familiar with the services that you provide, because coming into small business, I struggle with a lot of the mental health things myself, and I use certain medications to cope those things, right? So I actually have a very profound understanding of what it is that you offer. I think it's great.
Thank you.
But what I did here, because I do have that ADHD trigger, right? And my mind does work that way. So what I did here is that you did not give us a clear understanding of what the problem is that you saw. The message that you were trying to give, I understood it because I understand, again, what it is that you're trying to convey. But the message to someone who you're trying to sell a service to, that may not come across. So what I thought about it, I said, well, what is it that he does? I said, well, he's a mental health strategist, right? And that consulting that you do, what you need to display would be more of your targeted outcomes, right? And what are those types of targeted outcomes that you can expect? So for someone like me who has ADHD and you put those different triggers in on your site that says, we help people with ADHD with time management or with X, Y, and Z. If you are doing tasks and it takes you one day, I'll make sure that you have a targeted list or template in place to where you'll get it done in an hour. And then you have time frames where you follow those people. That's number one. Then I heard you say, well, what can I find different connections that you're looking at military schools and governments, right? So I did a quick search because again, ADHD kicked in, right? So I did a quick search and then what I found is that you're missing a demographic of a market that doesn't care if you have any kind of certifications. And what is that market? It is, so before I get to that though, so have you done your cage? Have you went into your federal system? You did all those things, okay? Now, that's probably that. Now back to my program. So this program is called it's a federal program. It was initiated by President Obama in 2015, but it's called the Returning Citizens Second Chance Grant Act, Okay. And it's designed for specifically what it is that you do. It is a returning citizens grant. It is an alternative to probation and parole, where these people have to meet with a mental health strategist or professional. It does not require a license unless you are giving therapy, which you are not. You are giving consulting of a mental health service. So I actually thought about the wording that you'll be able to use for that. I'll sit down with you if you wanted to go over those things. And I also have the different districts that are actually currently right now looking to fulfill a consulting role. And that consulting could be your personal mental health struggles that you went to for longer than 3 years. And that's how you be able to work those things. So again, I'm happy to help you, whatever it is you need, and hope that you.
I deeply appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, how you
Joe
doing?
Salvale from Avondale Business Consulting. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I think you shouldn't,
Okay.
instead of what you should do. You need to be a little stingier.
Okay.
Okay, what I mean by that is you've got some secret sauce here. You've got some intellectual property. Don't give it to everybody unless you feel like it's already protected. If you protect your processes and you protect your ability to deliver, don't give it to too many people. Unless they're really engaging with you.
Right.
So, the key is kind of be a little bit stingy. You've got some great ideas. Don't tell other people everything because they're going to steal it. They're going to do it and they're going to, bury you since, they might be bigger or, have more people to put on it. So be stingy, develop your internal processes, and then come out to the market and say, okay, I'm ready to deliver everything. But when you're dealing with someone and, it's a big company, don't give it too much. Please don't.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, Milton, great job, man. If there's one piece of advice that you can go home today and put into play, what might that be?
I'm going to be working on actually the payoff. I heard of that a couple of times where people can actually understand what we do, who we help, and how we helping them.
Right.
So I'm going to work on that, and then definitely sit with Curtis right after this.
Yes. Yeah, we should all sit with Curtis for at least an hour. Great, awesome. Thank you for coming out today. Milton, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. So we do this every week. We've got different presenters every week. But on April the 29th, from 9 to 11, we are doing a marketing fair. So we'll have a bunch of different people set up at different booths. There'll be headshot stations. So if you want to get a new headshot, it's not like a bring a bunch of outfits situation, but you can get a picture and it would be nice. I believe Curtis, are you at that one? He's talking. All right, never mind. But we've got a lot of different people coming in you'll be there. We got different photographers. We've got SEO review, design report card, branding assessment, toolkits, and more. So it'll be a special 1 million cups, and we'll all talk about our feelings afterwards. This doesn't work anymore. Oh, it does work. There we go. Future events happening near you. Because we work with so many great sponsors like Oakland Thrive and the Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber of Commerce. There's all kinds of events going on. If you want to scan that QR code, you can learn about what's going on here soon. Also, that TV tells you a lot of good information, and it just goes on a cycle. I've stalled long enough. All right. Thank you. Oh, we're done. Look at that. So this is the end of 1 million cups. If you want to hang out here at Incubizo and work today, you are welcome to. Around 10:30, we ask that the room gets a little bit quieter so the people in the offices can get their work done. And then lastly, as we always do, we're going to take a fancy picture with our fancy photographer man, Mike McClure.
Won't be so fancy.
No, it's as fancy as it gets, right? So if you would, please listen to Mike, and he's going to tell you where to go. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. It's been a million cups. Yay!
All right, David had to split, so you're stuck with me. Everybody get between this pillar and that pillar, so we can see your beautiful faces. And yours too, PJ. So can we get the presenters up first here? Can we get the presenters up front? Milton, where'd you run up there? Where is Milton? Yes. Alrighty. Oh, you look so good. Except for you, David. Get the hell out of here. All right. Ready? Set. Go. Oh, look at you all. This is gonna be so good. And I'm the poor bastard who has to post it. All right. On three, everybody yell 1 million cups. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Now you can go do it again.
Just gonna do a quick pan. Love it.